I got ESBC outside. I want to bring them in now. Bruce, I want to thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. I appreciate y'all.
Keep working hard, big dog. Like I said, text me. Let me know when you're training, all the good stuff. And
yes, sir.
Hopefully we'll get you on right before you get up out of here.
100%.
The next fight. Thanks for coming, man. I want to bring ESBC in real quick. And then I also want to play the B-roll of the game. Perfect. While they're in here.
They didn't bring the game for me to play?
No.
That's crazy.
No, they're not gonna let you play the game. I told them not to.
Are you guys gonna put me in the game?
So we got Whit.
Oh man, he laughed me off. How you doing, my man? Anthony.
So Will, you want you sit here? Yeah. Cool.
Okay. Hey, you getting money? I see that gold chain. Don't hide the chain, baby. Don't hide you getting money.
You can't sit here, man. You gotta sit over there. Man.
Look at this man seat. Oh, hey, you can sit right here.
I'm still emotional.
You can sit right here. Can he sit right here?
Yeah, you can sit over there.
Hey, come on, sit right here, man.
I'm still emotional.
This dude right here,
I can't even do it. I don't know how long.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
I don't know how long.
Headphones and that's crazy.
I'm sorry, I just don't know how long.
Hey man, when you came to my place, I let you sit wherever you want.
You did. Open the doors up.
That's crazy.
So
put him in the game and everything.
So I went down to North Carolina. Yeah. All right, get the Carolinas confused. I went down to North Carolina, was able to meet you, Will, and you working very closely with the ESBC boxing video game that everybody's anticipating, has been wanting for a very long time. And we didn't bring him in here to drop no news or anything like that, but
I almost didn't come here. Right? We talked about it last night. Yeah. It's one of these things where we haven't done a lot of interviews, we haven't done a lot of media, and part of it is because we got a lot of people. What they're really waiting for is, when can I play the game, right? And so I said, you asked me yesterday, and I said, I don't know. But you know what? The thing is, we really like the podcast. We really like you guys, and we wanted to come out and show support, and come and see you, and yeah, I mean, it's just one of these things where we haven't announced a date yet, and so people are wondering about it.
My thing is, don't rush it. When you present it, make sure it's right.
Yeah.
So take your time with it.
This the right video? No, I'm playing. We only got the one. We only got the one.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. That looked playable. That looked playable.
It's playable. It's playable.
He said look playable.
He said don't rush it. Looks pretty good though.
Drop it tomorrow. The reason why I brought you in, Will, was because I just want everybody to have an opportunity to see the game. And I know there's some sites and some other people that are talking about the game and things like that. But I just want everybody to know that the PorterWay Podcast is connected to ESBC. So when you guys are putting out content, you're putting out updates and things like that, I know that there's going to be people who are going to see updates that they didn't get from you, and they're going to do what they want to do with all those things. And I just want people to know that we're connected to you. And when you see updates or you hear us talking about the game, you can definitely bet that's real stuff that's coming straight from the sources.
Yeah, for sure. And I appreciate that. And he's over here looking at wishing he hadn't said that. But
when you fight old fights, it goes black and white.
We have that's a thing that we're looking at. We listen.
They're looking at everything.
But what you said is true, right? Like, I mean, I think, kidding aside, right? Like, from our perspective, it's been a long time since it's been a boxing game, right? The boxing community has really embraced us, right? We ask fighters to come and sign with the game and be a part of it. We've got a lot of help, a lot of support. And so from our perspective, it's like our responsibility is to put out the best, most authentic boxing game that we can, right? So we don't want to, sign Shawn and then put him in the game and he fires it up and he's like, that's not me, right? And so I know you saw yourself yesterday. I saw
me yesterday. I saw me.
It looked like you, except for the part where you got immediately knocked out right when you walked through the door. Did he say anything about that to you?
He didn't tell me.
Hey, listen, and this how it really looked. It looked so real that I was shook. True story. I'm walking in and it's happening. I go down. I said, "Oh, snap!" And then I went and sat down real quick. I'm like, "Who's playing with me? Figure it out.
Yeah,
get it together."
Well, when I went to go get you, he was losing, and so I was like, wrap this up.
I don't know what's going on now. I don't know what's going on. I got playing with the fans.
So yeah, I just wanted everybody to see the game to this point. How many fighters are signed to be in the game?
Over 200.
Over 200,
yeah.
and that is including active and retired.
Over 200. So we won't have 200 like right away, right?
Yeah.
It takes time to build, all those models and make them look right and that sort of thing. But yeah, I mean, it's everybody from legends. We got Ali, Frazier, Jack Johnson, Jack Dempsey, Marciano, Joe Louis, all the way up to, people like Larry Holmes.
Yeah.
But then, modern stars, right? Tyson Fury, Canelo, Crawford, Shawn Porter.
And with all those guys and everybody's around the world,
Yeah.
a majority of the guys, not all of the guys, but majority of the guys that are signed to the game are being scanned, right?
Yeah.
A majority, not everybody, but a majority of the guys are getting scanned. So we're telling everybody, be patient, be patient, be patient. But I need them to understand, like,
why are we being
this
patient?
is a process.
Yeah, no, it is. I mean, listen, making any video game is hard. But when you're trying to recreate something that people are familiar with, and they're comparing it to what they see on a boxing broadcast, it's a different standard, right? And because we've signed all these fighters, we got to make them look right. We want to honor the sport of boxing, right? Of
course,
we're passionate boxing fans. That's why this game exists, because nobody had made one in a long time. And we feel like the fans deserve a game, right? The sport deserves a game, and we're trying to bring it back.
Hey, I'm going to offer something that no one's ever offered before.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
We'll see. We get some interesting offers, but we'll see.
Right. So, you got the fake up-and-comer heavyweights. I'm going to offer my body to be the up-and-comer heavyweight with no name, with no name on, with no name. Hey, I'm up for the scan. I'm the heavyweight.
You just want to be a punching bag, like
I'm in the game, baby. I'm in the game, baby. It don't matter. Hey, I don't need a lot of credit.
Ain't nobody ever offered that, right? Nobody's ever offered that.
No fighters never offered it.
I'll be the credit player.
Let me be the guy that they go up against.
Your first career fight
on their voyage.
I'm your guy.
Crazy.
I'm your guy.
Yeah. How about this? How about we got a gym in the game and there's a punching bag and we just put your face on it?
Boy, this boy's a legend. He know what he's doing.
2 cents per download.
I don't need no money. Yeah, look, I'm easy with it.
Make it happen.
Yeah, I'll take it whatever you getting.
Is there anything that people haven't seen or haven't heard yet that you want them to know at this point?
Probably not. I mean,
I didn't think so.
But if people don't know, I mean, part of this process for us is we're going to take the game into early access first, right? So it's going to come out on PC. Early access is basically a process where people can play the game. It's not the totally finished game. There'll be some features that aren't in it yet. It might be a little bit rough, but as you can see, it already looks pretty good, right?
It's official, guys.
And so releasing a game that way is like an opportunity for us to get feedback, right, from the fans. Make sure things are balanced. Make sure the fighters fight the way people expect them to fight. That sort of thing. And as we take that feedback, we're gonna then use that to build the rest of the game and bring it out to a wider audience on console, Xbox, PlayStation, all that sort of stuff. And so, right now we're in that sort of final march to where we can announce when that early access is going to be. That's what people are waiting on. We're getting there, and hopefully once we get there and people can play, they'll feel like it was worth the wait.
Hey, let's not talk about the finish line. How long you been working on this?
We've been working on the game for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And so, if you don't know our story, our founder, Ash Habib, he's just a boxing fan. He didn't work in the video game industry. He said he had a brother that did, and decided, I'm going to take a crack at this. Let me see. I just want a boxing game, right? It wasn't a dream to have a game that has 200 licensed fighters. It was just, let me see what I can do, right? And so, they started to get a prototype together, and the company's based in Sheffield in the UK, and they started making connections with some of the boxing community over there, right? Mm-hmm. And it just kind of snowballed, right? Yeah. Like, I think because of the desire for a boxing game, from both fans and from the boxing community, people started to hear about it. And they started to put a little bit of content out, and I heard about it, right? I've been working on it for about a year. Mm-hmm. My background is in video games. I'm a huge boxing fan. So I said, okay, if this game's going to happen, I got to be a part of this as well, right? Nice. And so we're small, a small studio, right? Like most of the major sports games probably have 10 times the amount of people work on them that we do. but we're passionate about it. We've got a lot of support, and we've got it this far, right?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we're doing our best, and hopefully we can make the boxing community proud with our game.
I'm sure you will. I know you will. Be patient. Everybody is coming, and you guys have seen some stuff. And you know, as I said before, we are connected to the developers of this video game. And as stuff starts to evolve even more and build even more, you'll be able to kind of keep in tune with it right here, as well as some other people that are way more dedicated to this than the PorterWay Podcast is. But the PorterWay Podcast is definitely going to do our part to make sure that you guys are filled in to know what's going on and where to go for all the good stuff.
Thanks, man. We really appreciate this.
Is there a boxer that you haven't got on that you want on?
Oh, man. Yeah. You know, I don't want to speculate about it because what happens is then as soon as I say that, it's like, you know, our community will be like, they're going after this guy next. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we can never promise. It's actually one of the tough things about making a boxing video game is, you know, if it's a pro sport, you got a players association or somebody, you go out, you buy the license, you get everybody. All those 200 boxers, that's 200 people you got to negotiate with, figure it out. People care about different things and all that kind of stuff. And so we want as many boxers to be in our game as we possibly can have, but we never assume that somebody will want to be in our game. We hope we can earn that, you know, from boxers to want to be in our game. But yeah, of course, we've all got our people that we want to see.
And you said the originator is from Sheffield, England?
Yeah, Sheffield, England. That's where our studio is. I'm based in North Carolina, holding it down here in the U.S. for us. But.
So Kell Brook going to be 100.
Probably not. Probably not. Like I said, we got 100 maybe not. You know, but you know, yeah, we have a responsibility to rate the fighters as accurately as we can. Kell Brook, an accomplished fighter, as we know, you know, he will be rated appropriately.
Okay.
Good stuff.
But 100 is the top of the scale.
Okay.
Good stuff. Well, thanks, Will, for coming in. Thanks for showing us the game. Thanks for putting me on, man. I did my quads ain't popping the way I liked it.
Okay.
I think they need to pop a little more. But other than that, man, everything was good, man. Keep going, and we right behind you.